Hello everybody, Shockland 1000 reporting for Tuesday, welcoming you back to more Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. In the last episode, we managed to defeat Blaine, who is an awesome gym leader in this game because he just makes us laugh our heads off. But more seriously though, we got the Volcano Badge after a really sort of alright battle. I mean, it wasn't really much of a challenge to us, but he still gave us a good time. And we also received the TM for Fire Blast. But this time, we are going to be making our way to the 8th and final gym, which is actually where we first started our journey, but we couldn't gain access to it because of it being locked. Which is, yes, of course, Viridian City. And I felt a word coming again then. Ugh. It was a false alarm. And of course, yeah. I've battled every single trainer in this route apart from one. And I want to give you a word of advice about all these trainers. I can't technically say this, but if you want a battle where there's going to be hardly any experience being handed out, this fisherman over here. Every single Pokemon game in the entire games franchise has at least one fisherman with a team of 6 Pokemon, and all 6 Pokemon are Magikarps. This guy has an entire team of Magikarps. If you want to battle him, by all means, be my guest. But other than that, he is so time consuming. He just wastes everybody's time. But of course, the key, the proof in the pudding, we have a coach trainer over here that we didn't actually battle last episode because we ran out of time. But we have the time to do it this episode. And without direct delay, we're going to be doing that right now. She will start off with using a Machoke, and I realized I made a mistake. Yeah. You remember when we did the Fighting Dojo's coach trainer? She gave us a TM for one of the elemental punches, which was, I believe, Thunder Punch. There was a second one which gave us a TM for Fire Punch, but I don't remember exactly where she was standing. This one gives you the TM for Ice Punch, which is the 3rd and final elemental punch. I can't count Poison Jab as being an elemental punch because it's not really punching, it's basically jabbing, which is kind of like a rapid fire punch, roughly. Oh god, I'm just stretching my back. I've not really been as active today, even though I have been up since 6:30 this morning to do 2 hours cleaning, followed by biking it back home, then going back out for work again, but I went to Morrison to get a couple of cereal boxes because I ran out of them at home, and then went to work, did some bike hours for a couple of hours, and then I came back. But I went to another store because obviously I went to Morrison. These are UK stores in case you're wondering. I went to Morrison's on the way there, and then I went into the range on the way back. Because obviously in Morrison's, I got myself a couple of boxes of cereal because I was pretty low on them, and I also got myself a couple of packets of biscuits because we all like a biscuit with a cup of tea, don't we? But I haven't opened them because I'm wanting to save them for when my mum and dad come back, because obviously I bet they probably would love to have a biscuit. And I did also buy a pack of biscuits called Family Fun McFitties edition, and I gave them to my work colleagues who I work with in the sports development office in the complex that I work in. Because every single time when I go to the work there, they allow me to make myself a cup of tea, or they actually offer to make me a cup of tea if I want one. And I thought giving them a box of biscuits as a way of saying thank you is really good. Anyway, this coach trainer here has given us a TM for Ice Punch. And that's all of the possible trainers we can battle in this route. There's only one route that's got trainers left to battle, and of course, we haven't explored it yet. And remember, this little grassy patch over here has one brand new Pokemon, which you could have... Oh, there he is, talking to the devil. Tangela! I can say that he's fine with me of arriving this late on in the LP, because trust me, Tangela is not a good Pokemon to have. Believe me. Right, so we've automatically caught the Tangela. We don't need to like direct delay any more time. And we could technically use Sky Dash to get to Viridian City, but there's no harm in us running. There really is no harm in us running. But yeah, we're back to where we first started. Actually, let's talk to her mum. We haven't even seen her the whole LP. Let's see how she's doing. Why, look at you, Ash. I think you need a little rest. Yeah, she will occasionally heal your Pokemon every time when you need it. That's it. Yep. Yeah, we sure are. Okay then, going back up to Route 1. Avoiding all the Pidgeys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Clearly ran into one. Okay. So yeah, we have to go into Viridian City. And sure enough, I think we want to keep our heads up with this one. I'm going to be having a whole 6 Pokemon in my party for this, but when it comes to the actual gym leader, I'm going to be modifying it for a bit. Huh? Why is the door locked? Open sesame! Yeah, I guess that isn't going to work. Man. Oh, hey, Ash, sheesh. Say something when you're standing there. Watching me act all embarrassing like that. Well, never mind that. So how many gym badges have you got? We just told you how many we had in the last episode. Have you already forgotten? Jeez. Didn't he just see us? Honestly, he saw us leave Blaine's gym. He said, we just beat Blaine. You got your 7th gym badge, which means only 1 gym badge left, right? And he automatically forgot how many gym badges we got. But of course, Viridian City's gym is still not open. Who should we talk to? Professor Oak, that old man there, or Evelyn? I don't think Evelyn or the old man would know. I think Professor Oak. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was thinking too. Let's go and see if he knows anything. You will automatically get taken there. Oh, if it isn't Ash and Huey. You two are both looking a lot more grown up than the last I saw you. And you have impeccable timing as usual. Let me introduce you. This is my grandson. What was his name now? Grams, no one ever laughs at that joke. Would you give it a break? And besides, we've already met. My own grandson. You're no fun. Yeah, sure, Grams. More important than that, though. Ah, Huey, you two did awesome. Huh? With Team Rocket, I never thought that their boss would actually be holed up there at Sylph Co. And the two of you managed to take him down. Well, technically I did. Yeah, even Huey's admitting to it. All I did was help out a bit. So what? You and your Pokemon did your best too, right, Huey? So I've got a little something for you two, as a reward for your hard work. If you were playing the original Gen 1 game, you would not be getting these items. These are item exclusives from Gen 6 and above. Keystone. Oh, is that a keystone? A stone that can trigger an evolution that transcends other evolutions. Mega Evolution? Mega Evolution? What's that? If you have both a Keystone and the right Mega Stone, you can make a Pokemon Mega Evolve in battle, just one time per battle though. Your Pokemon will get all powered up and battle hard for you. Mega Evolution is proof of the strong bond between a Pokemon and its trainer. Ahem. A brief poem, if I may. When two stones are held and two hearts become as one, we Mega Evolve. The two of you should be able to use these well. These are Mega Stones. Yeah. If you were playing Gen 6, this is actually where you first get introduced to the Mega Stones. We get Venusaurite, Charizardite X and Y, and Blastoisite. These are the Mega Stones for the Kanto starter Pokemon of Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. I know this feels awkward with me talking about Mega Evolution in a Gen 1 based environment game, even though it is a Gen 7 game, if you get my drift. Evelyn, what are you doing? I noticed the, flowers. Oh, it is an Eevee. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm picking flowers. I'm going to make a bouquet for someone very important. But it's a secret. You won't tell anyone, right, Ash? Oh, that's right. The Fruitian City gym leader came back to the gym at last. That's what people were saying. You should head off to Fruitian City. Alright then. So we can now challenge the 8th and final gym. At long blanking last. And who do you think this gym leader was the entire time that's been giving us hell in making that gym the 8th gym to battle? All answers will be pointing to one particular person because I think you already know exactly who it is. Yo, jump in the making. Even I don't know who the Fruitian City gym leader is, but one thing's certain. You're qualified to battle the gym leader because you have 7 badges. This gym leader will be stronger than any other trainer you've ever faced. Also, I heard that the trainers here use ground-type Pokemon. Just a heads up on this. You will be forced to battle all of these trainers. And we're going to be, hopefully... Well, technically, you don't have to battle this guy. I don't think. I don't know. We won't talk to him, of course. But this puzzle, this gym is mainly dedicated towards, well, the whole floor rotation panel malarkey. So we're basically going to be battling as many trainers as we possibly can, but of course... well, we're just going to easily push him down. So obviously we have a new Pokemon here. We haven't even encountered this Pokemon before in our lives. This is Nidoking, the male counterpart of Nidoqueen. If you have a male Nidoran to level it up, and then evolve it into a Nidorino, and then use a Moonstone to evolve it into what you see now. Nidoking is basically the more offensive side of the Nidoran family, whereas Nidoqueen is known to be the more defensive. And why do you keep spamming using Mega Horn on a flying type Pokemon? That is beyond me. And 2 critical hits in a row. Nicely done there, Farfetch. I was beaten? Yeah, because you were so dumb. Right, and then we would take this, and I think... Yeah, I thought so. You land on this panel and he will automatically spot you and battle you. Tamer Cole, who has a Nidorino. Okay. We'll use Slash once more. For a minute, I thought we got another critical hit. I mean, that'd be amazing if we got 3 critical hits in a row. I mean, you can't expect it to happen all the time. I mean, the chances of getting a critical hit is not technically that high. I would round it up to be a third of a chance, possibly, but I definitely know I'm wrong on that. Because the odds of getting a critical hit is like 1 in potentially 1,000 or whatever. Right. Thank you, Farfetch. Now we use Gyarados to knock out this Rhyhorn. One waterfall should do the trick. Is that a critical hit? I don't know if that was a critical hit. I'm going to count it down as it was. I might be wrong. I'm going to look it up when I finish up the recording. And we got another trainer sat there waiting for us. Ace Trainer Kelly. And she's got an... We're encountering a lot of Nidos here. Jeez. Nidorino, Nido King, and now Nido Queen? And we're not going to be using Farfetch in this battle because obviously Farfetch has been taking a lot of damage. Superpower, that is not really a good move to use on a flying type Pokemon. You're an ace trainer and you just did a move that a youngster would normally do. Because superpower, it lowers the opponent, it lowers the user's physical stats of both physical attack and physical defense by 1 stage every time you use it. And using it on a flying type Pokemon is just a waste. And I was meant to take Farfetch out of the leading role. Yep, I knew there was going to be a trainer up ahead. Actually, now I think about it, I don't think that was a critical hit because I think the text box that I saw was implying that it was saying it's super effective, and then it said the opponent's Rhyhorn went down and out. I think that's what it was implying. Okay, Ace Trainer, let's see if you're better than the other Ace Trainer that I just battled. Okay, Slash, I'm not going to judge that. I mean, I don't know if Dugtrio can only learn normal type and ground type moves. Oh, never mind, you can learn Sucker Punch. Alright, never mind. And Evelyn leveled up to level 54. Rhyhorn. Okay, we'll keep Gyarados in for this one. Right, I think with it coming to this, after this trainer battle, we're going to be calling it an end of this episode. I'll be doing the remaining 2 trainers that are in this cave, gym, whatever, off camera, okay? So next time on Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, we will be challenging the gym leader of Viridian City, whoever the gym leader is. See you guys then.